Douglas County Sheriff officials say the suspect did fire his weapon before a deputy returned fire, hitting the suspect. Douglas County Sheriff officials say the suspect, Taylor Culbertson, was driving this dark-colored SUV. He went into the quick shop. The clerk told a deputy who was inside the convenience store at the time that Culbertson was highly intoxicated.
Deputy followed the guy outside. We do know that the individual pulled a gun and pointed it at the deputy's head. A second deputy had been called before the deputy left the store, and at that point there was a struggle between the person that was shot and our deputy, and the individual was shot at least twice, maybe 3 times by the backup deputy that was called to the scene.
All of this happened right behind this quiet neighborhood near 156th and Blondo. Many of the neighbors shop at that convenience store. They can't believe this happened in their neighborhood.
Well, it was a complete surprise because we haven't had any problems out in this area. And it's too bad stuff like that has to go on.
You hear bad things all around you, so I kind of wonder, how safe this neighborhood will keep.
Sheriff Gunning says Culbertson's gun jammed after he fired it. No word yet on his condition. The deputies were not hurt. Both are on administrative leave while authorities investigate this incident. Reporting live with photographer Mike Plews, John Chapman, WOWT 6 News.
John, thank you very much. The names of the deputies, well, they haven't been released yet. Our coverage on this officer-involved shooting continues in our next newscast live at 6 o'clock. Reporter Brandon Scott will take us through the events that played out very rapidly in just seconds before shots were then fired. You can also look for continuous updates on our website. That's WOWT.com. New tonight, Omaha police believe new video and your tip will help them catch a robber. Here's tonight's WOWT 6 News Crime Stoppers alert. Omaha police released this surveillance video today. Take a look at it. It shows a man wearing a motorcycle helmet holding up the Mega Saver at 55th and Center. This was last Monday night. The robber showed a knife and demanded cash. Well, then he got it and took off. If you recognize this guy or know anything about this robbery, call Crime Stoppers at 402-444-STOP. And for another look at this video, you can check out our Crime Stoppers page at WOWT.com. New tonight, we continue to track the cleanup underway after 2 confirmed tornadoes tear through parts of Illinois. This was Monday night. You can see all the damage there. The storms blew over trees and, as you can see here, entire homes as heavy winds battered that area. Several injuries are reported, and the area may need to brace itself yet again for more severe weather later this week.
And weather-wise, pretty quiet here in the metro area, partly to mostly cloudy skies. Most of the activity, at least from late this morning into the afternoon, has been down in the southeastern part of Nebraska. Matter of fact, I was just checking out some rainfall totals from Beatrice over toward Falls City. Falls City over a ½ an inch, but Beatrice and not too far away from Jefferson County in that region, we're talking 2 inches of rain. The Fairbury area picked up over 2 inches of rain. Right now in Omaha, pretty quiet conditions, although a few hit and miss showers to the south. They may start to drift. And you see this little line right there? That's a little outflow from the storms down to the south. So again, I'm not going to rule out a passing shower early this evening, but right now most of the activity, as you can see, staying to our south, and that's going to be the story, especially down in the southeastern parts of Nebraska, northwest Missouri at this hour. 82 degrees, that's our high so far today. It is 77 right now in Gretna. So here's the forecast tonight for the College World Series. We're going to put it in the yellow alert just at 7 o'clock for a passing shower. I think most of it may stay just to the south. Otherwise, partly to mostly cloudy. It will be more humid. Temperatures falling into the 60s by 11 o'clock. We're going to have a better chance though of some showers and maybe some isolated storms, Joe, overnight. We'll talk about that and track it coming up in a few minutes.
All right, Mike, thank you. Well, disappointment tonight for some music fans. After their first concert here in Omaha was postponed, Nickelback's next Omaha concert, well, it's flat out canceled. In fact, the group's entire North American concert tour has been called off. Lead singer has been diagnosed with an inoperable cyst on his voice box. He'll undergo surgery and be out of commission for several months. Nickelback's tour will resume in Europe at the end of September. Refunds will be issued for the canceled concerts. It's a dream for many to own their own home, but it's something not everyone can afford. Well, today, the Omaha City Council discussed its funds for that population coming from the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development. Historically, Council Bluffs has joined in that application too. Alex Hassel shows us how both benefit from the partnership.
When neighbors like Brittany Hutchins have looked across the street over the past year near North Broadway and Spencer, an old rundown pool has been a bit of an eyesore.
It was dirty, it was just there. Nobody really paid attention to it. It just didn't look too good.
But the city of Council Bluffs has had plans for the lot, among many others, with the help of the city of Omaha. Tuesday, Omaha City Council again approved a home funding agreement from the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development. In that agreement, Council Bluffs is allotted an amount as well. The money goes to helping low-income families get assistance with a down payment on a home. So with this program, what kind of homes are these low-income families eligible for? Actually, brand new homes, like these two over at North Broadway and Spencer in Council Bluffs. Council Bluffs Director of Community Development, Donald Gross, says houses are better than vacant lots.
We're already maintaining the city services for that lot and getting really nothing in return. So we put a house there and we get several $1,000s in taxes.
Neighbors like Hutchins agree with that idea.
Making money off of the new houses is definitely good for the neighborhood and makes the neighborhood look a lot nicer.
With both homes already sold, it's easy to see how help with a down payment goes a long way. Alex Hassel, WOWT 6 News.
Omaha and Council Bluffs have been partnering with these funds for more than a decade. Council Bluffs wouldn't be eligible for the funds on its own, so it has the agreement with Omaha. Under the agreement, Omaha gets more funds itself and adds funds for Council Bluffs.